Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This video is for the series called Gettin Sketchy with Miranda and Heather. And this week it is my sketch, so I made that. Yep, it looks kind of busy, but in the end it actually turns out really well, in my take. So I decided to use the pink Paisley Wild Child, the girl side of this collection, and I really love it. And Heather and I were talking about this when it first came out, and then we just talked about it after I used this collection, obviously, for my layouts and my process video. And she even stated that she had a hard time with it, including even in her video that when she got this one for a design team that she was on, or that she is on. And I told her, I said, for me, I said it actually works pretty well because the colors are so pastel that I didn't even think that it has that 1960s, 70s, 80-ish vibe to it. And I'm using my daughter as a picture that was born in the 2000s, or 2012. So for me, I just turned the picture that I have black and white, and I just went to town. And so I took these three pieces of paper and decided to distress it with some Tim Holtz Distress Oxide, the antique linen. But before that, nope, I think I do it before I get the mixed media out. But I get them placed down to where I want them, and I just tackly, like, do a little bit of glue on them after I distress it here. And to give you a little bit of a background of this picture, and I really, the reason why I use this picture on this paper is, one, it is my daughter, but two, I like how it says like Girl Squad, Girlfriend, Rainbow Catcher, things like that. The future is bright. Because really in my household, my husband is very much outnumbered. There is two of us women in the house and one of him. And we very much roll the roost. And my daughter, sometimes her and I will admit it, butt heads because we are so much alike. And so sometimes you're looking, like for me, I'm looking at my daughter and I'm like, what did I just create? I created a monster. But in a loving way, with a big old smile on my face. And she always wants to be in my room when I'm crafting. And I don't mind it as long as she leaves my stuff alone. But she tends to get into it. And then I don't see it because I'm either filming or I'm doing something, and I'll turn around and she's got something she's not supposed to have. And she just gives me the big old grin saying, now what are you going to do, Mom? So this was one of those days. Just to point out, I use a pencil to kind of mark where I want my gesso. And it's just white plain gesso that I'm putting down, and I'm just making it work. And I take the picture and the three little pieces back and forth to make sure that I've got the coverage in the right spot. And I happen to turn around to get to this picture. I happen to turn around, and she is playing with her Legos, and she's just really building the heck out of them, and she's got little things, and she said, Mom, look, it's my airplane. And she builds a bunch of different things with the Legos, and I thought it was really cute. And so I wanted to take a picture that, yes, she was in my room, and she gets to play in here, and she really does, as long as she leaves my stuff alone. I do pull out the Shimmerz here. You'll see me use a bunch of different products, but the only two that I actually get down on my layout is, they're both Vibez. One is the Princess, which is the purple one, and then Hermit the Frog is the green one. And I just spray it on there and make it look really good. I thought I was going to use the blue, but I decided that after I got done putting the purple and the green down, the mixed media looks great for me. And so my daughter just happened to do that. And I was filming something at the time, and when I finished filming, which my films last about an hour, but I try to keep you guys to only having to watch about 15 minutes of my layout process, because mine are very intricate of what I put down. Like, I do a lot of, I don't have very many simple layouts. So I have the picture, the next picture that I want to scrap of this day. I finished that, and I turn around, and she's sleeping. She went from playing like no tomorrow to sleeping within a half hour, 45 minutes. And I think when I went back to look at this day, what happened was is that I think her allergies or her, she wasn't feeling good, and so she needed the nap, which was good, but I thought it was funny. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I just thought it was kind of funny that she went from playing, and within probably 5-10 minutes later, she was out cold, sleeping on the floor by her Legos with her pillow. So here I am. I'm just drawing the mixed media, and I take the towel. I learned that from Missy Wooden, Heather, as well, or whoever else started the whole towel drawing off business. Whichever one of them, I decided to do that. So I take my mixed media little paper here, and you see that I put a bunch of tape right where the mixed media was, and I just want that so that it's really flat when I go to put down my picture and any of my embellishments. So here I am trying to use up all of like my stash type stuff, and I know that this is a newer collection, and to me it's really not much of a stash bust because I have the whole collection, and this is, I think, the first layout that I used. I may have used it on one other layout, but I really haven't used it. So then I take the 6x6 paper pad out, and I back my pictures just with a little bit of excess layering. And I do have some of the boy side of this collection, but not a lot. That's with another series that I'm waiting to get started with as well. So I decided in December, which most of the time by now you guys would hear me talking about like the hip kits and stuff. I decided to quit the hip kit and strictly do the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. I absolutely love that. So that is where I got the boy side of the collection. And I'm just going through the papers there to see what else I can put down. I think I just kind of take the excess pieces or nothing, and I just stick to that. So here are some frames, and I'm going through this collection, and after looking at it, I filmed this in 2 different nights because it wasn't that I struggled at all. I just ran out of time and I was tired and I wanted to go read, so I quit filming and pick this back up the next night. But I go through all of these little ephemera packs, and I love the tag or the frames. So I cut them and I use them on 2 different sections. And I just get them to stick out just a little bit behind my picture to make it look just a little bit bigger. But by the time I put all of the other embellishments on that I do, you really can't tell that it looks like I fanned out my picture when I get done with putting it down. So I just make sure that these sit a little different from each other. And I really liked how this part turned out. I really like this. And I just get them stuck down. And I just enjoy how that looks. I think it's perfect. So I just make sure that that particular picture is straight. And I just go and put all my adhesive down. At first I was thinking of making this a little bit more dimension, but I decided not to. So I place this down and I start to work on this, and I was going to start to use these, but I don't. And the reason why I don't is all of my papers that I have are off-white. the ephemera pack that you get is actually white. So I decided not to. And what I wanted to show you here is that I stitched. I got my sewing machine to work, and I did not like it at all. So I had to play around with my sewing machine just a little bit, and then I finally got it to work. So I stitched everything. So this is the first layout that I stitched, and I really enjoy it. I'm so glad that I found this one. I got it where I got it used, and there's a couple of pieces that I have to fix on it, but it works for now. And so I gotta take it in. I'm gonna see if like Joann Fabrics or they can point me in the right direction. So here I am. I am taking the ephemera pack, or the sticker packs. I've got the 3 sticker packs. I've got the rub-on stickers, which I don't use, but I do have. And then I've got the 6x12 sticker pad, and then I've got the puffy stickers. And I just start to play with them. I start to play, and I get down. So that little word right there says adventure. And I put Girl Squad off to the side. And yes, I do film, and I take my pictures with the writing, with no writing on that little tag. I just didn't know what to put down at first. So that's why I just wanted to film it, get the pictures taken, you know, for photo purposes, and then really think of how I wanted to journal the picture. And so the puffy sticker is a rainbow, and it I can't remember what it says, and I've already put the photo or the layout away. That's what I get. That is what I get for taking and putting and trying to stay on top of everything and organize my layouts as I go. So I take this unicorn here and I place it right where his nose is touching the word A, the adventurer. So I wanted that to look amazing there. And so here I am. I cut this sticker and I place just a little bit of the flower right there and then down on the bottom. I think I leave that there. I may not. Nope, I do. And that was easy. So then I take another piece of paper, or another sticker, sorry, and I start to place them around, and you'll start to see that I take some little stars as well and place them all over the section. And I have some still shots at the end, and please make sure you go and check out Heather's sketch and take on my sketch for this series for this week. And I just start to play with it. I took some puffy stickers that say some words and some hearts and some flowers, and I just kind of place them around. And then I take the hearts and, no, it's not hearts, stars. I take the stars and I place them all over. And I do back this little sticker up on foam tape just so that the puffy sticker, the flower puppy sticker that I placed down, works perfect right there. And let's see here, what else do? I do put my date stamp, and I add some flowers down on the bottom. And there ain't too much more I do to this layout. It had, like I said, it was busy, but it looks, for me, it looks simply gorgeous and stunning on the busyness of how it looks. So you can use 3 different types of paper and make your sketch to look like this, and also make it just look gorgeous in your album or wherever you decide to place that. So if you like this video, make sure that you hit the like button. Also, if you wanted to get more notifications, which this week you will see a ton of videos from me, hit that subscribe button that you can see, and you will see all of these stars that I placed, and the still shots are at the end. It's just simply gorgeous. I love it, and please make sure you go check out Heather's layout for my sketch, and talk to you soon. Bye!